Today's MMA T Company fight preview is with Patrick Brady. Patrick's going to be fighting Raiden Kovacs at Cagezilla FC 62. That's going to be on August 21st. Patrick's joining us from vacation today. Patrick, appreciate your time. I know you just got back from the water park. How's your day been so far in training camp?
Yeah, Sean. How you doing, man? Yeah, today was fun. Today we spent a couple hours down at a water park. I'm down in the Outer Banks in North Carolina. So I took my two older kids to the water park, and we had some fun running around while I chased them around. So good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's like you said a little bit before we started. You book a vacation a really long time in advance, and then you might book a fight, and now you're 2 weeks out, and you just happen to be at the beach. So what are you doing? What are you doing to stay in shape? Are you getting hit mitts? Are you doing anything?
Brutal timing. Brutal timing, man. It's like the worst possible time to go on vacation. But look, man, it is what it is. Like you said, we booked this vacation long before this fight was ever scheduled. And, I'm here with my family, and family's first for me. And, look, man, I'm a firm believer in a higher power. So God's already decided if I won or lost this fight. You know what I mean? So, I just got to show up. I put the work in. I'm down here. It's not like I'm sitting on the couch down here. We have a pool. So I'm getting some laps in, and then there's a gym that's probably a 15-minute drive that I've hit, twice now. We've been down here a couple days, just to kind of, keep the muscles moving and a little bit of cardio. So, it's all good, man. It's all good.
And I wanted to, talk to you about this fight specifically. I know that Raiden had just fought and beat Ian Austin, who you fought for Art of War, and you came to a draw with him. And I know that was a really highly anticipated fight. If Ian would have gotten the win, but Raiden got that win. So I know that was going to be a heavyweight title fight for Art of War, but you guys are fighting for Cagezilla. So where did that kind of come up?
Yeah, so there was a little bit of a discrepancy in making this fight happen. Raiden had fought Ian for the #1 contender for the Art of War heavyweight title, which I hold. And I had fought Gavin, and the two winners were going to fight each other. I beat Gavin, and Raiden beat Ian. And we were supposed to fight under the Art of War banner, but Raiden, respectfully so, he wanted to fight under a different rule set. And Pennsylvania, as amateurs, you're limited as to what weapons you could use as far as like elbows and knees and stuff. And I think Raiden is actively pursuing a pro career, and he wanted to, I guess, get a little closer to that rule set, and Pennsylvania couldn't do that for him. So I took offense to it a little bit, because my position was, you took the fight with Art of War as the #1 contender under that premise, and it was understood, like, if you didn't want to fight for the championship for Art of War, then you should have made that known in the beginning, like, hey, look, don't sell this as a #1 contender fight. Like, let's just keep it a fight, and then we'll address another fight afterwards. But that Bickings ran with it, because that's how he was, that's how he understood what was happening. It's all water under the bridge now. I mean, I was upset about it earlier, and I wanted this fight because I wanted a highly ranked guy, within the Tapology rankings for the Northeast region. And, I would have loved to fight Ian again, but, just the way the cards fell, it didn't happen that way. And um, I think Graydon's camp had reached out, or someone had reached out to Cagezilla, which is in Virginia. So the fight's going to be in Manassas, Virginia, August 21st at, I believe it's called the Salisbury Center in Manassas. And, I'm looking forward to this fight. I am. I think Raiden is a tough kid. Like you said, he beat Ian. I think Ian got caught in a little bit of a bad position. They scrambled a little bit, and Ian landed in his guard, and Raiden, being as long as he is, kind of threw the triangle in there and sucked him into it. And that's the fight game. That's what happens. Raiden's a hell of a fighter, or Ian's a hell of a fighter, and Ian and I fought to a draw, and I'm not taking anything from Ian. Like, it was a hell of a fight. It was a great fight. Mm-hmm. And I like Ian a lot. I just feel like where I'm at now and what I'm doing now and my coach now and who I'm training with now and my regiment now, my consistent training schedule now, it's my belief that fight ends a little differently if I had been doing what I'm doing now. And I'm not talking trash on Ian at all. He would tell me the same thing. He would say the same thing. I would beat Brady now, right? Like, I would expect him to say the same thing. I could beat Brady now. I didn't beat him then, but I could beat him now. And that's just, that's my competitive nature. I think that fight ends a lot differently. That's is what it is. But I'm excited to fight Raiden. I am. He's a big kid. He's 6'6". I think he's going to come in right around the cusp of like 265. He might be right in that neighborhood. And he's 4-0. He's young. He's like 24. I'm not young. I'm not young. So, I got my hands full with this fight. I do. Gavin was a tough kid, and I'm not taking anything from Gavin, but he's not the same fighter as Raiden is. And, they're two different types of fighters. And Raiden is tough, man. It's going to be a fun fight. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited to see it. It's cool that it's going to be in Virginia too, because Raiden wants to use those tools to get closer to the pro level, but that also allows you to use your tools that you're not allowed to use in Pennsylvania. And training with, Don Martinez and with those Dawkins brothers, right? They're using all their weapons all the time, so it's got to be putting you, in a very good spot, feeling very comfortable with that pro rule set.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is my last amateur fight too. Mm-hmm. Our plan is to go pro after this fight, and I need this just as much as I want to do this just as much as he does, which is why I didn't shy away from this fight. And it was supposed to be for the Cagezilla heavyweight title, but there was some discrepancy in some of the rule set that was going on there. 1 second, John. Hey, boys. Quiet, please. Thank you. So there was a little bit of a discrepancy when I first took this fight. So the promoter sent me over the fight agreement, and I'm like this. I'm like, yeah, fight him, sure. Where do I sign? Where's the S? I didn't really read it, And on there, it had said 3 5-minute rounds, which were I'm okay with doing. I'm okay with a 3 5-minute round fight. My coach's position is if we're going to do a 3 5-minute round fight, then he wants it to be a pro fight.
Sure.
So he went back to the promoter and said, yeah, we'll take a 3 5 minutes if it's a pro fight, because we're confident, we think we're going to win. So he's like, if we're going to go down there and put on a pro fight, let's go get a pro win. And he and I don't think that's what they wanted to do. They didn't want the pro fight. And so our alternative was 5 3-minute rounds.
Mhm.
So we were going to do 5 3-minute rounds for the title, and that wasn't accepted either. So the promotion said, if we're not doing 5 3-minute rounds, then we're gonna just do 3 threes for no belt.
Okay.
You know.
Now you're still gonna get to fight.
Yeah, I mean, we get to fight.
Yeah.
We get to fight. You know, 3 3-minute rounds. It is what it is. Like, you know, we're both heavyweights. Neither one of us are looking to go the distance. Like,
Yeah.
Nobody's looking to go. Like, he's gonna go in there and try to get the finish as well as I am.
Mhm.
You know. So it, whatever, man. I just
We're
want
looking.
to fight.
Yeah,
Like, whatever you guys want to do. Look, I wasn't. Our position is we're not going to go down there and give somebody a free pro fight. Like, why are we going to go and fight 3 5-minute rounds, pro rule sets? Basically, it's a pro fight and not get paid.
Exactly.
And not get a pro win. Like, that's silly. And that's kind of, Will. I mean, look, Will Martinez is an assassin when it comes to negotiating and the parameters of contracts and everything like that. I think, if he would have had a look at before the paperwork, before I just signed it and sent it back, he would have quickly picked up on that. But, I get a little anxious because I just like fighting. So
yeah, that's what the fighters do. The fighters fight.
Yeah, exactly. So, but Will quickly picked up on what was happening, and he took care of me, and he made sure that we got what was conducive for us. So
good. So you got to fight, right? You're going to be heading down to Virginia on the 21st. Just want to, wish you, best of luck in your travels. Not necessarily in the fight. Don't need luck in fights. It should all be done by now, right? All the work should be done by the time you get there. So we don't want to say good luck for the fight.
Correct. One of my sayings I like to say is luck is a residue of intent. So, a little bit of luck. I intend to win, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, if there's luck involved, sure, maybe there's a little bit of luck, maybe he slips or something. But the intent is always to win. So, the work is done. And there's not much luck involved. The work is put in. So.
Good. I'm looking forward to you getting down there in Virginia, getting that win. Before I let you go, I wanted to give you a chance to shout out all of your sponsors, training partners, coaches, whoever else has been helping you out for this camp.
Yeah, so my gym, Martinez BJJ, down there on Cottman Ave in Philadelphia. Like, I can't say enough good things about that gym. They have a great plethora of fighters, every different weight class. There's girls in there. I mean, Chris Ida's fighting down in Miami this weekend in that tournament for combates. We have the obvious Dawkins brothers that are in the UFC and active in UFC. Chris has a big fight. He's fighting on the Ortega Volkanovski card in a couple weeks. And then his brother Kyle is fighting Kevin Holland on, I believe it's October 2nd, which is a monster fight. And then, all the different guys that are always in there helping me. I know Turnbull's fighting October 30th for Art of War. I know Nick and Jeff and those guys and Dwayne Shields, like, my team, I can't say enough good things about my team, and especially my coach, Will. If anyone lives in that area and they have kids that, they want to get active, get them out of their house, off of their electronics, get them over to Martinez BJJ and get them on the mats, get them in a gi and teach them how to use their body. And then as far as my sponsors are concerned, I have a great following of sponsors, and they just, it's a great group of people, and they support their local fighters. A couple of them are Worldwide Restoration, Garbarino. We got Executive Tree Care, Jeremy Sirkin, guy came over, he took care of my house, man, cleared out a bunch of trees, a bunch of stuff at my house, really helped me out. Primal Nutrition, Matt Hill over there, you know, they have all the health crap that you can need to get in your body and make you feel good. Antrim Electric, they take care of their fighters over there at Martinez. Fire Beast Jerky, Ace Concrete, my buddy Armin does concrete out of Delaware County. Guy's awesome. Richie Wineline Plumbing, plumbing, heating, and cooling in Pennsylvania is licensed and insured in Pennsylvania. State Road Supply over there in Upper Darby on State Road. You know, anything that you need to build your house, from outside pavers to inside drywall, State Road Supply. They have it, like I said, on State Road in Upper Darby. Beck Roofing, another company that just really take care of the Martinez fighters. It's no secret. You see Beck Roofing all over everything, even when it comes to Art of War promotion. You know, John Beck, that guy's awesome. He just really, really takes care of the fighters. Mamasportswear.com, which is, you know, like your basic housewife sitting around the house, comfortable clothing. Kristen Egan over there at mamasportswear.com. And then Jennifer Beck, she's licensed realtor in Pennsylvania, New Jersey. She's with Honest Real Estate. And again, she's over there at Martinez. She takes care of the Martinez guys and girls. And like I said, my sponsors just absolutely rock, man. And it's like, I don't even have to sell them. They come to me and they're like, hey, look, we want to support you. And I really can't say enough about anybody who's willing to do that, you know, because this isn't easy what we do and the work that we put in. And these companies, they want to help support you and try to move you along in the process. So, you know, I'm very lucky to have them behind me.
I mean, it's awesome to have a good support system. You know, those sponsors mean a lot, especially when you're fighting amateurs and you're not getting paid for this, and they're, you know, still willing to help out. It's an amazing
Not for
thing.
long.
Not for long. Last one.
Trying to pay you up.
Awesome. Well, enjoy the fight down in Virginia, and then let's get paid after that.
Awesome.
Hey, man, I
Thanks,
appreciate
John.
your time.
I appreciate
Enjoy
what
the
you
rest of
guys
your
are doing
vacation.
too, man. Go on your website, MMA Tico, buy my shirts, and you know, support me and buy my gear.
Awesome, Patrick. Thanks for the plug. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon.
See you, Bob.
All right, later.